All right, Ocho.
What up?
Man, working, man. How about you?
Man, same, trying to get it, you feel what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Let's take it back a little bit with you, man. I think everybody knows you're from O Block, but around what time did you move to O Block?
I moved to O Block in 2001. I was, I was 5, some shit like that. Yeah, I was 5, yeah.
5 years old. Okay, so this is before it was even O Block. This was
Yeah,
Wick City?
Yeah, Wick City, for sure, the Wick.
Okay. What was it like back then?
Shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I had fun, for real, like, growing up and shit like that. Like, my OG, she knew what was going on, so she didn't really let me come outside until I was, like, age, you feel what I'm saying? Like, probably, like 10 or some shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? 10, 11, something like that, you feel me? She wasn't really letting me go outside without her supervision, you feel what I'm saying? Just, like, watching. Like, I used to have to be, like, in the front of the crib or behind, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm from the 65th end, you feel what I'm saying? So I used to just be on that end, you feel what I'm saying? And yeah, we used to have like a crate outside my crib, you feel what I'm saying? A crate. All the guys from all around the block used to come down there, shoot on a basketball crate and shit like that. But yeah, it was, we was doing a lot of wild shit. Then I got a little older, you feel what I'm saying? We was doing probably like 12 years old, 11, 12, we throwing rocks at cars and shit like that. We was doing a lot of bad shit. I ain't gonna lie, but it was fun. Like, like it used to be, Duck used to be in Parkway. Like, yeah, nigga, Duck I ain't seen Duck and that bitch, Tooka. This was before all the war, everything. Like, this was way before a lot of shit, you feel what I'm saying? The nigga Wooski, he used to be in there and shit like that. I remember my homie, I think he spit on my homie before. Yeah, he spit on my homie. My homie beat his ass. Oh, God.
When you said they were in there, were they just like visiting?
Yeah, they was just visiting, like hanging out, like, shit like that, But this was I've been around for a long time, so it's just like, a lot of people that ain't from around wouldn't know that, you feel what I'm saying?
So this was like before dudes were even gangbanging?
This was before motherfuckers was rapping, because a lot of shit happened after motherfuckers was rapping, you feel me? Like, for sure, I was a shorty. We weren't gangbang, we was just badass kids, you feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't really started gangbanging for real to high school, you feel what I'm saying? Till we got like freshmen and shit like that. 7th grade, 6th grade, grammar school, we just badass kids from the project, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we weren't thinking about, shit like, we weren't thinking about labeling ourselves as anything, because we was just going outside hanging with the guys, shit like that.
Were you guys friends? Did you know Duck back then, or?
Yeah, for sure. We was cool, shit. He was cool, shit. He used to talk to one of my homie's sister. You feel what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Yeah, we was cool then. Shit, like years passed, and I just ain't never seen him no more. And years passed, I look up, he made a song. He had made like a diss song to Cdai and shit. And Cdai was like, my homie. So it's just like, it was just like, yo, what the fuck, But I ain't know what the fuck happened. But it's just like, I was fucking with Cdai. Cdai is like, damn, even though he from down the street, it was just like, folks like one of ours type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm like, oh, all right, I see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? And that was the last time even before he made the song, I ain't seen them like till like a few years before them. But it's just like once that song, I ain't never seen him again. You feel what I'm saying? Ever.
What year would you say it was when they were still kicking it?
You talking about when he was in Parkway?
Yeah.
Shit, probably like, I have to say like 09, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
So
it was like 09, 08 type shit. It was early. It was probably like 08, you feel what I'm saying? I'll give it like 08 for sure. Back then it was just like, we was shorties, so it's just like, it wasn't no, motherfuckers that go to parties. It wasn't no shooting and shit going on back then for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas was just fighting and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that had parties over here, the guys going to parties over here, over there. You feel me? It wasn't no friction and shit yet. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't shit going on for real.
Okay, how did that affect you when you were like, damn, I used to know this dude, he used to come hang out, and now?
Yeah, it was just like, what? Like, it was kind of weird. You feel what I'm saying? But it was what it was, because at the end of the day, it's just like, all right, so say your homie, just say you got a homie and shit like that. This your boy, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all from the same hood, you feel me? and another motherfucker who you just seen before gradually and y'all was just cool at the time, you feel what I'm saying? Then he get to talking crazy about your homie and shit like, you know? And it's just like, oh shit, well shit. I don't even know him like that. You know, he was cool when I seen him and shit like that. We went, you know? But it's just like, yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
It just kind of just happened that way.
Yeah, that's what it was. Shit, it wasn't no really too much thinking about it, you feel what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like he was from where I'm from, you feel what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was hanging with him multiple times. I'm just saying like I done passed through when I seen him. Like we probably seen him like 2-3 times in Parkway, you feel what I'm saying? Just coming over there, seeing his girl and shit like that. But, you know, I ain't even know where the fuck he was from back then, you feel what I'm saying? Like, even though he could have said from over there because there wasn't shit going on, I would have been like, oh, you feel what I'm saying?
Growing up for you,
yeah,
what was your family life like?
It was just, like, my daddy went there for real, so, you know, I got a stepdaddy and shit like that. He was, you know, he was there ever since I was like 7 years old, you feel what I'm saying? He one of the old block, like one of the old block big niggas and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? So, you know, his name Birdman and shit. He in the feds right now, but he finna get back out. But
so your dad is from O Block?
Yeah.
O Block
He originally from the low end, but like he from O Block too, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess he grew up when he was a shorty on the low end, and then he just had, like, he got like 20 plus years in O Block type shit, you feel what I'm saying? So he one of the big guys. And it's just like, I used to see a lot of shit just through him, you feel what I'm saying? Like he'd be watching me, my OG at work or some shit like that. I'm outside with him, watch him shoot dice and shit like that. Like he was one of them type of niggas, you feel what I'm saying? Hustling and shit, for sure. So I learned a lot of shit from him. I learned more shit from him than my real pops, you feel what I'm saying? But it wasn't good shit, I could say, you feel what I'm saying? But it was street shit. It was shit that, like, you know, like shit I needed to know, just even growing up in that environment, you feel what I'm saying?
How old were you when he got locked up?
Man, he been going to jail back and forth my whole life, so he'll be in and out, in and out, in and out. So it's just like, you know, he'll be gone 2 years, ooh, get out, 3, get out, 1, get out. You know, he always into some shit. Like, you know, he gotta slow down, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm finna be decent in this shit, so, you know, like, you know, rap shit working, so I'm gonna make sure he good, get him off that, cause his ass still be tripping. Like, I see this shit for what it is, you feel what I'm saying? I feel back from that shit, cause that shit ain't really worth it at the end of the day. Like, everybody be wanting this shit, but this shit ain't the same no more. Like, this shit all dried up. All my homies dead. I watch my homies die, you feel me? I watch my homies' mamas cry, and then I watch, like, shit don't get better, it get worse, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't get better. Motherfuckers just keep dying, so it's just like, damn, gang, like, all the people who I started with, they ain't even here no more, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, me, I'm like, man, this shit ain't how it used to be, because at one point in time, this shit was fun, you feel what I'm saying? And motherfuckers got to down and down and down. I'm like, what the fuck? I done went to jail for folks and some of the guys and shit, you know? And then I went to jail, I see, like, you know, from the jail side, that motherfuckers don't even be giving a fuck about you when you locked up, for real. So I saw early. I had got a book first time when I was like 16 for a pipe and shit like that. And I saw early, like, you know, like, and I went down for some of the guys. I'm like, damn, I seen early, like, niggas don't even give a fuck, for real. All this loyalty shit, I'm being super loyal to everybody. And, like, when I needed that loyalty or I needed a motherfucker, you know, they ain't there, you feel what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is, you know. But it was just an eye-opener for me, you feel what I'm saying? I had to go through everything I went to, you feel me, to make it here today.
How long were you locked up for?
I was locked up for like a couple months. It wasn't even nothing long, like, it wasn't even nothing crazy. But I was a shorty, you feel what I'm saying? That was my first, you know, I was in the juvenile, the Adi home and shit like that. Lil Zay was in there. I ain't gonna lie, Lil Zay Osama, he had a name in that bitch for real. Like, his name was like ringing in that bitch. I think he was spicy shit. He was supposed to have like juvenile life or some shit like that. But
oh yeah, that's right. I think I seen it in an interview. You mentioned that.
So I had yeah, like, he was one of them niggas in there for real. And me and him wound up linking in there because of J Money. J Money, you feel what I'm saying? Like, me and J Money like this, you feel what I'm saying? That's my big homie. He wound up getting killed and shit. But J Money, his cousin. So, you know, we was fucking with each other. And just off of that alone, you feel what I'm saying? Now folks out here doing his shit, man. I see folks, you feel what I'm saying?
You mentioned Munna.
Yeah, Munna.
What is that?
Munna is it's originally from J Money. You feel what I'm saying? J Munna. That's what we call him. You feel me? J Munna. So I had changed my name to Ocho Munna. You feel what I'm saying? And like, you know, my name Ocho Munna, all that Munna, that shit goofy. Stop saying that. Read, motherfucker. You see Gunna, Gunna. You don't say Guna, motherfucker. It's Munna. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, motherfuckers be getting that shit like, damn, motherfucker, read, motherfucker. But yeah, it's Munna for sure.
Okay. Is that like an O Block
Yeah,
term?
that's some O Block shit. Yeah, for sure. You know, like when you see Munna, best believe they from my block. If they ain't, I don't know no other Munna, so I ain't gonna lie to you.
At what point did you meet Chief Keef?
I met Sosa when I was, shit, how old was I when I met Sosa? I had to be like 12 or something, because folks 2 years older than me. So I had to be like 11. He had to be like at least 13. You feel what I'm saying? Because the block's so big, you feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, when I was like 12, 13, shit like that, motherfuckers used to just say we looked alike, we from the same block and shit like that. He used to call me his little brother and shit. See me, oh, that's my little brother, Wood, on some funny shit and shit like that. But I watch folks through the whole thing. Like, I watch folks through his whole come up. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Like, I remember Lil B hopped on the Bang remix and shit. We was like, what? Like, what? You know, Lil B was some funny ass rapper back then, but it was huge to us because it's just like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then, like, people just think like, this how I feel. People just think drill just came out of, the drill music just came out of nowhere. I ain't gonna lie. You know who had a big influence on drill music that people probably won't even know? Waka Flaka. Flaka had a huge impact on drill music. And I say this because the whole O was listening to Waka Flaka in like 2010. You hear what I'm saying? We was recording, taking our phone, recording his song. We ain't buying no ringtones. We fucked up. We taking our phone, recording his motherfucking song on a voice memo, playing that shit outside on phone. That all that, you know, Hard in the Paint. When he came out with that, I think it was LeBron Flocka James. I knew that shit came out in 2010 for sure. And I know for a fact the whole block was listening to that. So that probably influenced the Bang song and all. You feel what I'm saying? I know for a fact. Because, you know, we was the first persons with that. The first people with the drill sound. You feel what I'm saying? On the music end. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they say to us. I don't know nobody that was doing it before us. But I know for a fact the whole block, when Waka Flocka came out, everybody was, I think that's top favorite rapper to this day, I think. On God, you know, but that's who we was listening to. Niggas don't talk about that, but that need to be known. Like, he had a real impact. Niggas was playing the shit out that shit, you hear me? Motherfucker playing that shit on the flip phone, on phone. Nigga ain't got no ringtone. We just recording that bitch. You know, motherfuckers, you know, you just call motherfucker there, have a little voice, like, hey, motherfucker, hold on, let me record folks on my voicemail or some goof ass shit. But yeah, Flocka definitely one of the ones for sure who inspired motherfuckers. You feel me? When I talk to Sosa, I'm gonna ask him too, cause I know. You know, I was around, so I know. Cause I'm like, damn, I was talking to Savage about some shit, and I had just thought about it, like, damn. I was talking to folks. I'm like, damn, Flocka one of the ones who damn know, you know.
So you said Waka Flocka had a lot of influence. What about Gucci Man?
Gucci too. But like, cause like my stepdad, he used to always be playing that Gucci shit. You feel what I'm saying? I know Sosa fuck with Gucci hard too. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't really never used to listen. Like, I ain't really get it, cause I wasn't, you know, Gucci talking about all that trapping and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I was a shorty. I wasn't doing no damn trap. You feel what I'm saying? Like. So all the shit he was talking about, I really wasn't understanding. I thought his ass was weak at one point in time because it's just like, I was so young and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, like, for sure, I know a lot of motherfuckers fuck with Gucci and shit. I know my stepdad used to be playing that shit out. For sure.
Yeah, I heard that was big in Chicago.
Yeah.
Gucci Man and Waka Flocka.
I'm trying to tell you. For sure, I can vouch.
You can kind of hear it because the beats, the kind of the slow tempo beats and everything.
If you go back and listen to how that shit was, like, you feel what I'm saying? And then listen to how, you know, how we start coming out, it's just like we put what was going on. Because don't get me wrong, everything that was talked about was really going on. But I just think like that hard sound that came from right, you know, influenced it. You feel what I'm saying? And just put the Chicago with that sound and just, boom, it just made drill. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that.
What was it like seeing him blow up, man? Were you like around when he was recording and everything?
Nah, I went around like when he was recording for real. So I ain't get to see. I was just seeing shit from the outside, looking in, but I'm still on the inside because it's just like in the hood, everybody got circles. You feel what I'm saying? So Sosa a little older than me, so he was with his homies and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm with my homies, but it's just like video shoots. I'm not. You feel what I'm saying? Anything got something to do with the block, I'm not. You feel me? When they was probably going to the studio, they leaving the block. You feel what I'm saying? So I was just probably doing what the fuck I'm doing with my homie now. But we seeing everything. We supporting folks through the internet. You feel what I'm saying? We making sure everybody know, oh yeah, folks, woo, play this. Bro, that shit had the city going crazy. It was to the point, all the niggas who wound up being ops was playing that shit when folks first came out. You feel what I'm saying? I remember I was at a bitch crib. I was at a bitch crib on 51st with one of my homies from the block, on God. And 51st was over there. But this was before motherfuckers had a tour with 51st. You feel what I'm saying? And they blasting blasting that blame. Blasting the bang song. And they getting that old block and young. They thinking motherfucker folks shouting them out and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But back then, it wasn't no friction between them, at least that we knew about. You feel what I'm saying? Because we shorty, we just around them. Shit, we went over there for some hoes. You feel me? The whole time we on 51st and motherfucker Vincennes. Shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So they over there listen to the songs and shit like that. And then I start, then shit started hitting the fan. I was thinking back like, damn, I'm the same nigga was just listening to folks shit like, like folks, man, that shit still crazy to this day how that shit happened, bro. Like, I remember that shit like yesterday. Every little piece of it, like, watching folks, like, from Rick Ross hopping on the remix of this or Soulja Boy. I'm like, damn, folks really going up. On God, folks really going up. And then it gave us like, damn, folks, we probably can do this shit on phone. Folks just open the door. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
You guys have had a lot of famous people come out of O Block. I mean,
for sure.
Chief Keef,
yeah.
Even Boss Top and, King Von.
Yeah.
At what point did you meet Von?
Shit, I've been knowing Von forever, for real. Like, I met him down there around the same time I met Sosa, you feel what I'm saying? But it feel like so long because it's just like, Sosa got on and started, doing what Von was always around. Like, Von used to come get me from school on LA. Then they come and they pick me up in stolen cars on folio. Like, him and T. Roy or anybody, like, folks coming to get me. I'm hitting folks on Twitter. Folks, come get me from school. On God, like, I remember it was a time I ain't gonna lie, it was a time motherfucker, I think a motherfucker tried to get down on us at school or some shit. Folks come blow that bitch down. He blew the school down. He said that shit at one of his songs too. He came. I think he shot one time. Motherfuckers get the haul of that. Oh shit! Folks come. I hop in the car. We get up out of there. I feel the raw as hell. Like, yeah, motherfucker ain't gonna fuck with us no more. That shit was crazy. I'm like, damn, they just came up here. But nah, folks was always like, he had my back through it all. You feel what I'm saying? Even when I fell back from the street shit, you feel what I'm saying? Had my shorty and shit, fell back, started seeing this shit for what it was. I'm like, man, I gotta do this shit for my shorty and my family. Like, I want this music shit. You feel what I'm saying? And even when I fell back, Von was still kicking game to me, still fucking with me, like on 100, like still telling me, hey, you need to come out here to Atlanta, you feel me, be around, you gotta use this shit for what it is, you feel what I'm saying? He telling me all this shit, like I got voice memos of Von in my phone, like all him sending me voice messages telling me about shit I need to use, like damn near cheat codes in this music shit, you feel what I'm saying, that I'm just starting to put my foot on the gas and use now, like, all right, folks told me do this like this. And, I'm like, damn. But, yeah, folks my boy for sure. Like, that's my dog. That's my big brother for sure.
You speak on the altercation you guys had at school. Is there any other altercations you guys had with people that you could speak on?
Shit. Man, there's been so much shit going on. I can't, like, bro, my mind is fried from so much shit that went on in my life, you know what I'm saying?
I think I seen somewhere you talked about a fight. Where it was like with STL or something?
Yeah, I think we was in the brawl. We got in the brawl.
I don't think it was the the brawl, I seen that one too, but then there was one where, I guess Wooski was there?
Yeah, I think folks supposed to knock folks out. Von knocked folks down, oh God. He hit.
What happened? How'd you guys run into him?
Man, it was the police on the side of Sammy's and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying?
Where's Sammy's?
Sammy's is like across the street from O Block. You feel what I'm saying? But the police got it blocked off, so it was a real fight. Like, you know, so it's just like ain't no shots finna get let off because it's a real fight going on. And the police was just sitting there letting that shit happen, for sure.
You guys?
On God.
How'd you guys run in? You guys just went outside
Motherfucker got a call, like, woo, they right here, woo, they got to fight. Motherfucker run right there, woo. Folks knocked Wooski ass right out. I think folks got right back up. Wooski got right back up. I think he knocked his ass right back down again or some shit. It was crazy though, but yeah, that shit happened like, oh, what year that was? That was like 17 or some shit like that.
And who else was fighting? Who else was?
It was a few of the guys. It was a lot of.
And you said the police were just right there?
Police was right there. They ain't doing shit. They was like on Eberhard. They was behind us. They was on, like, you know, they was like, so it's like, it's King Drive, you feel what I'm saying? O Block on right here. Then Sammy's across the street, you feel what I'm saying? But this still King Drive. Then the next block out of King Drive is Vernon, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, the police was on Vernon, just right there, like cars parked, you feel what I'm saying, with their lights on. So they came, they letting us duke it out type shit. They went their way, we went back our way type shit. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys had several situations like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so much shit that went on in my life, man. That shit. I be thinking, man, look.
Around what time was this? Was this when he got out of jail?
Yeah, this was like as soon as he got out.
After he beat the body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, I think so. It was a minute ago for sure.
You know what I've seen that I don't think anybody's talked about? Maybe I missed it, but there was the bait car.
Hey, I was down. So that's hard that you got that, cause don't nobody even talk about that. Like, all right, so let me let y'all know what really happened. Like, you feel me? If you watch the bait car episode, they just make it seem like motherfuckers just see a car and we just going crazy. So this what happened. We all in the back of Dulles and shit, the back of the O. So we back there chilling, deep as hell and shit. So you know, a car fly down 63rd. 2 cars, matter of fact, fly down 63rd. You feel what I'm saying? So we all like, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? So one of the cars that was flying had a cop behind them. It was like, I think it was like an undercover cop car that was following this car. So they pull in behind Parkway. Dude hop out the car, hop in another car, and skeet off. So the police car that was following them followed the car out of there and shit like that. So we like, what the fuck? Hold on, and it's just a car sitting right there. So we just watched the motherfucker hop out the car, hop in another car and get up out of there. And we watched like the undercover cop or whatever the fuck it was chasing him go right behind him. So we we all look at each other. We just get the charge of that bitch. Oh, it's probably $1 million in there. Oh, the motherfucker, open the motherfucker, back of that bitch, motherfucker, pop it, bro. Motherfucker, put to the car seat out that bitch. I guess when they see motherfuckers get the breaking shit, they instantly, they get it coming out of air. Well, I was scared as hell, boy. With so many fucking police, bro. Motherfuckers climbing the back gate. Bro, mind you, that gate like 10, that bitch like 10 foot. Fucking me like 12 foot. Motherfuckers climbing that bitch. Fuck that, I'm going under this, so I'm crawling under that bitch. I ain't climbing that. You gonna break your damn leg, you fall off that hole. Oh, for
Did you end up getting away?
Hell yeah, I got away, but there was some motherfuckers who got caught. I'm glad I didn't get caught. I was gonna have a dick face. I was gonna be pissed. Oh, for that.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Was that the first time the police tried to do something like that in O Block?
Yeah, that shit was out of the ordinary. That shit was, man, look, that shit was out of the ordinary for sure. I'm like, cause it caught us so off guard. It was so raw how they did it though, cause it's just like, but they ain't even show all that shit on the TV show. So I guess like what they did, they probably shouldn't even supposed to did it like that, but they just wanted, you know, that shit was like in 2012, low key. On phone, that shit was like 2012. Motherfuckers went around.
I seen somewhere that you went to prom with King Von.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, we went on prom and shit like that. Yeah, that shit was crazy. We felt too raw. You feel what I'm saying? We got Von, the only motherfucker folks got a motherfucker Ruger with a stick in that bitch. Outside, we taking pictures and shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. Von, like, folks crazy. That's my big brother, so I ain't gonna lie. Like, we feel over safe because we shorties, you feel me? This really Von them prom. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm younger than them by 2 years, so it's like I'm going with a couple of my homies who younger too, type shit. We just got hoes that's, you know, or I think some of folks them was the same age as Von too, you feel what I'm saying? But we like, man, Vaughn going, we feel extra safe, you feel what I'm saying? Cause both sides like, man, both sides don't play for real. So it's just like, damn, we feel whooped. We riding the cars. On the phone, we slide the cars, go all the way down there and shit. We get to Prom and shit. That shit was decent and shit. It's an alternative school prom. So mind you, it ain't just our school. It's every alternative school in Chicago. You feel what I'm saying? So we damn near needed to move how we was moving, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's every alternative school in Chicago. You feel what I'm saying? I don't remember, like, what all niggas was there and shit like that. We had our own little section and shit. We was, you know, but they get to playing that shit. They get to playing, what? I think we playing some Durk in that bitch. You know, we get to play some Sosa and shit. You know, we get to go crazy in that bitch.
Man, that's pretty cool. That's a good experience, man.
Crazy ass memories on God. Crazy ass memories.
What's your favorite memory with Vaughn?
Bro, we got so many memories, bro. Like, let me see. Man, bro, it's so much shit. Like, that nigga is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's so much shit that nigga did, like, around me, and I just be like, and folks, like, the coolest nigga, like, so, like, cool, big-hearted, you feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't get to be around him as much as him just being, you know, at the top, just how he was, you feel what I'm saying? Even though he was trying to bring me around and shit like that, it just wasn't the same no more, because it's just like, you feel what I'm saying? I fell back from that shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, I fell back because I wanted to focus on my music and making it and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? So a lot of the guys, like, some of the guys, I ain't feel the same love, but it's just like, I don't know. I ain't really never really get a lot of love from everybody around that bitch, like, you feel what I'm saying, like that. But Vaughn was one of the niggas who always showed genuine love, you feel me, wanted me around, you feel what I'm saying? So I done been, he made me come to his first show, for sure. His first show ever. It was me, him, Melly was there, YNW Melly. A few of the guys was there. I went to like a few of folks shows and shit like that.
YNW Melly?
Yeah,
was that King Von's first show?
Yeah. Folks,
was he performing?
Yeah, I think he performed one song and shit like that. He had Melly in O Block and shit. That was the first time.
In O Block?
Yeah, that was the first time I was around that nigga. I'm like, this nigga crazy. That nigga Melly on stage doing all this. I was like, folks, tweaking. But yeah. That was the first time. Yeah, folks was in O Block. Oh God, chilling. Cool.
You guys performed in O Block?
Nah, hell nah. We was in O Block before the show type shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Okay, so he came down and was hanging out in O Block.
Hell yeah, Vaughn fucked with him hard. So, you know, we fuck with him. Vaughn fuck with you. I fuck with you, you feel what I'm saying? For sure.
Okay, and you guys go to the show. Where was the show at?
What the fuck that shit was at? That shit was like it was The Box. It's called The Box. I forgot they got like a newer name now, but I think it was called The Box then.
In Chicago?
Mm-hmm. It's like in Harvey. It's like outside Chicago, like on 147, like a little suburb. But it's probably like 15 minutes from Chicago, something like that.
Okay, so Vaughn at that point could still perform.
Oh, hell
Chicago.
Yeah. Crazy Story wasn't even out. No, what's Crazy Story out? No, I don't even think it was out. If it was fresh. Folks ain't even had dye in his dreads yet. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't even have a grill yet. You feel what I'm saying? He still had regular black dreads. So we had a motherfucking fight. We was downtown. All the guys and shit like that. And yeah, we was downtown and shit. And what happened? Shit. The ops down there, we fight in the street and shit like that. We get to fight the ops in the street.
How do you guys just run into him out of nowhere?
Yeah, motherfuckers used to just go down to downtown to the water tower and just go down there. We ain't got no money. We just going down there. We going to the Apple store taking pictures on the little computers and shit. We just doing shit. We ain't got no money. We just down there mobbing. Hop on the train, go down there. We wound up fighting them. We fighting them outside. Then the police came and everybody scattered. You feel what I'm saying?
Who's seen him? Like, how'd you guys see each other?
I don't remember like that. I just know, like,
all of a sudden you seen him
fighting,
and it was on.
Fuck you mean? That's all I knew. I ain't, you know, we fighting. That's all, you know. Then we went upstairs. Then we wound up meeting back up by the train and shit like that. Motherfuckers get to fighting again. Oh God, dude. Motherfucker shot got let off and shit like that.
Okay, so you guys started the fight and then you guys kind of separated. The police came.
Then we went up to the train trying to go back home and we bumped into their ass again. And we started fighting again. And then I remember shots got let off. Motherfucker got hit. Then I'm running, I'm trying to run. I remember this vividly, bro. I'm trying to run down the stairs like a Chinese lady or something. Cause we're on top of a platform. So if a motherfucker get hit, they'll fall off. Then fall on the tracks or fall and fuck them. Man, we up 20 feet in the air or some shit. So I'm running down stairs and shit. I remember like a Chinese lady jumped on my neck and shit. She instantly tried to put me in a sleeper. Like, I guess she trying to hold my neck just to run down the stairs. Bitch, get off me. What the fuck, bitch? I don't know who busted, bitch. I gotta go. Your ass tweaking up, brother. But yeah, that was that. They said Brick was supposed to get shot or some shit like that. I think he said that. I don't know. I don't remember exactly who got shot, but that's what motherfuckers was trying to say.
How long did it last?
How long that shit had? It wasn't long as it supposed to. You know, fights don't really be long, but it seemed long because you fight. So it's like, damn, man, what? Ooh. That shit probably was like 50 seconds. That shit was like 50 seconds. That 50 seconds was long, though. The motherfuckers throwing hands on God. But yeah.
Who all was there with you guys from your end?
Who was it? It was a lot of us. O Block 600. I think D-Roll, Cdai. It was so many motherfuckers, I can't even remember. It was too many of us.
Like Vaughn?
Nah, Vaughn went with us, but I don't remember. For real, that shit happened, bro. I was like fucking. This shit had to happen like 2011 for real.
Oh, this was a long time ago.
Yeah, this was like, I was like 14. Yeah, because I'm 24 right now. So yeah, I was like 14.
Oh, okay.
13 going on 14 or 14. Yeah, that was a long ass time ago, folks.
All right, and you guys, what do you guys just eventually go your separate ways?
Yeah, shit, that's all I remember.
Cops
shit.
came?
I don't remember shit. I ain't stay too long because motherfucker shots get a lot of. I don't know what the fuck going on, shit. They saying motherfucker got hit, all type of shit. I'm just making sure folks them good. We getting up out of shit. Oh God.
L.A. Capone.
L.A. Capone, that's my brother. Like, for real, like, L.A. Capone was the first person who heard my first song. I was watching him do this shit early, you feel what I'm saying? Me and folks went to we went to 2 schools together and shit. We went to Dunbar, then we went to Sullivan House and shit like that. We used to play football together first. I was number 8, he was number 7, you feel what I'm saying? That's where the Ocho came from, number 8 and shit like that. But, yeah, like, I watch folks do this shit, you feel what I'm saying? So, 2013, like, you know, I'm with folks all the time. So I'm like, I was telling him about my song and shit. I'm like, bro, I got this song, bro. I need you to hear it, bro. Like, I went crazy. I'm telling him about it in school. He like, let me hear that shit. Woo. So I recorded it, and I let him hear it. He like, bro, this it. This a go. Woo. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga who was shooting his videos at the time, so loud, all this shit, he hit them up, had them shoot my video for the free. On God, like, you feel me? In the video and everything, shit like that. And it's crazy because, like, the day folks died and shit, I was with him. And we had court. We had got caught in a stolen, we was in a stolen van. It was me, him, and JB. And we had some hoes, some popped ass hoes in the car with us and shit. Photo, we getting high on the way to school and shit. LA driving that bitch for 2 feet. Oh, photo, it's a fat ass van. Police get right on us, bro. We not making it in no fat ass van on no high speed. Pull this hoe over. This bitch ain't got no gas. We got 2 holes in the back, man. Look, we gotta go ahead and just supposed to pull that bitch over. We was on 71st somewhere. So we had to wind up going to court for that. This probably like months after. You feel what I'm saying? This is the day folks died. We go to court and shit like that. And folks telling me like, well, we going to the studio afterwards. So we going to the studio tonight. Woo. We going to the studio today. Woo. Come to the stew. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna try to get some money. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying my hardest to get some bread so I can go. You feel what I'm saying? To add, just because I just ain't want to go and just listen. I wanted to rap too. So I'm trying my hardest to get some bread. I'm calling motherfuckers. Can't get no bread. Calling motherfuckers. You know, it's just certain shit when it ain't meant to go. It ain't meant to, you know. I was trying so hard to make. I call folks like, man, I can't even come, man. Like, y'all go ahead and do y'all shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's when he recorded Brothers and shit like that. And folks wind up getting killed right after that shit. Like, the same day, I was supposed to be with folks. Like, that shit fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie, I was outside on O Block, like, crying my ass off like a bitch on LA. Like, I was really, like, on the ground crying, like, to the point like my OG had to come get me. Like, you feel me? I remember niggas from like some of the guys was, like looking at me like looking like, man, folks doing too much. But it's just like they ain't had a relationship. They, you know, they the guys, but they ain't have a relationship with LA like I did. I know for a fact, me and LA was the closest. He was closer to me than anybody else from O Block, easily. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit hit home. I ain't gonna lie, that shit fucked me up. I wasn't ready for that shit. I was like, well, how old was I? I was 16. Yeah, I was 16 when that shit happened. That shit hit hard.
Man, that must have been like a surprise too. I mean, he was just going to the studio.
That's what I'm saying. We was just laughing. We was just having a good ass day. So it's just like, and then like my OG was at court with me that day. My OG at court, JB mama at court. So we just all at court. So when my OG found out, you know, that folks died, she like, damn, like, you know, she knew I was crushed. Like, damn, we was just with this boy this morning. Like, you feel me? We was just at court. Like, I was just trying to get some money to go. You feel what I'm saying? Because at first I got the call, he got shot in the leg. So mind you, LA got shot in the leg before, probably like a year before that. But he survived, you feel what I'm saying? He got shot in the leg. He got shot in the leg or some shit. And I had the jacket. I had the jacket, man, that folks had got shot in and shit like that. The first jacket and shit like that. And I think I let Capo or one of them, I let one of the guys see that bitch, man. I ain't never get that bitch back. I should never gave him that bitch. I'm mad as hell, low key. But that was from the first time folks got shot, because he had gave, I think I gave him a jacket to wear or some shit, and I wound up having that jacket and shit ever since that day. But he had got shot in the leg, and I got the call and shit. And like, woo, LA just got shot in the leg, woo. But he gonna be, you know, he finna go in surgery, so I'm thinking shit all good, you feel what I'm saying? Then like an hour later and shit, I get another call and shit, my fuck crying and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? That shit made me mad as hell, like, you know, like, yeah, that shit ain't right.
Going through all this, you know, you're growing up, you know, living in O Blocks, got a pretty rough reputation.
Yeah.
You know, you're seeing your friends die.
Yeah.
Friends going to jail, man. How has this affected you?
Man, that shit had me like traumatized at the highest level, for real. Like, people just be thinking like that shit affects you, especially if you've been around and you steady seeing shit, this shit go on and this shit not getting no better. You like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Like, what's gonna happen next? You feel what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, my son was the best thing that happened for me, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's just like, it was just me and him, like his OG. Like, she wasn't really in his life at the time, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it was just me and him, you feel me? And I had to look, like, you know, I'm going in the crib every day looking at him, like, you feel me? Like, damn, my daddy wasn't there for me, and his OG not there for him for real. So it's like, if something happened to me, it's just gonna be him for real, you know? So I had to, like, really decide, like, you know, what I wanted. And I knew I wasn't living right, and at the end of the day, it's just like, that shit ain't worth it. All the shit we did, you know, everything, like, at the end of the day, ain't none of folks and them coming back. You feel what I'm saying? You know, life written, you feel me? These are the cards we was dealt, you feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, damn, like, you know, all this shit we went through, we don't get none of these niggas back, and they just stuck with memories, and like, you feel me? Then they kids, like, kids be getting left, like, you know, some of folks don't got kids and shit like that. Motherfuckers don't really be looking out for their kids and shit like that, you know? Like, motherfuckers just go on with their life, you feel what I'm saying? So why would I put my life on the line for this shit forever? And I went to jail, seen niggas ain't loyal for real, and I done seen my homies die, and I done seen motherfuckers leave their kids just, you know, like, motherfuckers probably only see if they kid home. We probably ain't never bought their kids some shit, you feel what I'm saying? Probably just post their kid on their birthday or some shit like that, and just keep, you know, it ain't nothing like you. It ain't nothing like you feel me? I seen that hurt my homies' mamas know what's going through. I love my mama more than me. You know, I love my son more than me, so I can never even picture myself putting them through that type of hurt, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, shit, I want this music shit, that's the dream. I done did everything in the streets. I done did everything. Like, I done did so much shit, like, and I ain't get nothing from that shit. I was broke as hell. You feel what I'm saying? Broke as fuck. I ain't get $1 for none of that shit. You know, you get a little street cred. Oh, folks gonna do this, all that. But that shit, you can't feed your mama with no fucking street cred. Like, you can't buy your OG a house with that shit. So, you know, And then like, you know, with the music game, it's just like when you an artist, you're an artist. You feel what I'm saying? You know, so when you in a music game, they ain't gonna ask you like what gang you is or how many people you shot or it's niggas out here rich as hell that ain't never stepped foot in those real trenches. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't did that. I didn't did everything but get rich. So let's do that. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
So
that's dope. It keeps you motivated.
yeah.
You know, keeps your focus in the right direction.
For sure.
With LA, I know him and Rondo were tight too.
Yeah.
Were you around Rondo at all?
Yeah. I was with Rondo, just our folks. Like I was with folks a few times and shit like that. And I remember folks had that rocket launcher and shit. We was at I wasn't with him, but I used to go to that same studio. It was just like we had a studio for ourselves and shit like that. And dude who was engineering, daddy was like in the army or some crazy ass shit. So he had all type of guns like upstairs, had rocket, like it was a white boy and shit like that. So I guess Rondo went upstairs, took a picture with the motherfucking rocket launcher and shit. But yeah, me and Rondo went to school together and shit. I remember folks had did that song with Lupe. He did a song with Lupe Fiasco and shit. I was like, I'm telling him in school.
Did
like, he? Yeah, he got a video with him and everything. I'm like, damn, that's big. On phone, he come to school, he had some fat ass watch. That bitch was black diamonds. But now that I think back, I don't know if that bitch was real or not. Now that I think back, cause I ain't gonna lie, that nigga screwed the top of that bitch on. Hell, yo, Steve, my shit busting. I was like, back then I was like, yeah, that bitch is busting. All we wearing the Jesus pieces, but now I think about it like, man, I ain't never seen the motherfucker screw the top of their watch. I'm like, fuck that. So a Ben 10 watch. Nah, I don't know what the fuck, but yeah, if y'all go watch the video, y'all see it. But yeah, I'm like, damn, you just did a song with Lupe. That's hot. That was big at the time for sure.
What'd you think when he had the rocket launcher? Did
See,
he just take a picture with it, or
yeah?
Did he have it though?
Nah, hell nah, man. Come on, nah. Motherfucker ain't had no rocket launchers, man. We ain't just got no rocket launchers on. Like, no, I'm letting you know, like that was dude who cause I was going to the same studio and he told me like, whoa, we got this up here, we got this, so you know, but I guess folks just took a picture with his shit or some shit like that. I think it was dude daddy shit.
Cause he had the internet going when he took that picture.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, folks, that trip, motherfucker, had that rock, man. You better not get caught with the rocket launcher, boy. You better going under the jail. Oh, hell nah. I remember dude asked me if I wanted to take a picture. No, I don't even want to see, I don't even want to grab that bitch. One false move, your ass a goner. We all out of this bitch. Fuck you, blow the studio up. No, I'm decent. Keep that motherfucker secure where it's at.
Is there any stories you could share with LA?
We used to have so many hoes around, like, I ain't gonna lie, we used to do a lot of shit. Like, we used to be at JB crib, we used to call folks shit the E2, we used to have hoes sliding through that bitch. We used to be at school, motherfuckers used to be listening to our songs in school and shit. In 2013, niggas listen to our songs and shit, they playing grind in the classroom. Oh God, they playing grind and so loud, they banging our shit in the classroom. Me and folks used to play football, you feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let me tell you this story. LA, what do you say? So look, so back then we ain't got no cars, so we just always try to see who in traffic. So I got some goofy dudes with me and shit, I'm in traffic and shit. LA called me. He like, what you want? Matter of fact, I thought I called him earlier that day. And I called him as soon as I get in traffic. I thought I got traffic. Whoa, what you want? You got some hoes or something? Whoa. He getting that, what do you say? He getting that, he like, no, I'm finna see what's up. Whoa. So he wanted to call me back. Like, whoa, I got some hoes. Whoa, come grab me. Whoa, we finna pull up on them. So I had Goofy doing them go grab folks. They go grab folks and shit like that. We on our way to the hoes crib. We thinking, you feel what I'm saying? We think we on our way to the hoes crib and shit. LA like, yeah, it's right here, woo. So we see LA get out of the car. He go knock on the window and shit, do. So we just thinking like, you know, I don't know. So they come open the door. LA ass go in the house, close the door. He called me like, man, no. He called me like, well, I got y'all group, man. Well, you know, like, we basically dropped folks off to his crib and he had us thinking it was some hoes in the crib. I was like, man, yo, goof ass, I would have just told them drop you out. Like he go, but let me with these goof ass. I got, you know, some funny ass shit. But hell yeah. That was my boy for sure. I just recently was talking to Cdai and shit. Cdai, that's my boy too. Free Cdai, man, that's my dog for sure. Cdai, that's my boy.
How's this case coming?
I don't know what the fuck going on. I ain't really asked him too much about it. You feel? We was just talking about memories and shit like that. Like I remember one time, Cdai had a van. That's my boy. Cdai instantly dropped me off to some bitch. He come get me. I had him. Me and him used to fuck. We used to have all the same hoes for some reason. Like we used to be fucking all the same hoes. So he come grab me. He dropped me off to this bitch crib. It was like a white bitch, like a mixed bitch or some shit like that. She like white and some other shit. So I go over there, I crease her and shit like that. So I just found out because I just talked to folks recently. He said he had went right back over there the next day and tried to crease her, and she ain't want to give him no pussy. But he been had creased her before me. But I went over there and creased her the night before. He said he tried to go over there the next day and try to crease her, and she ain't let him fuck. He said he thinking in his head like, bitch, you just let Ocho fuck. You want to get... That's my boy, yo. Hold up, but nah, we got hella memories. That nigga Cdai crazy too. That's my boy for sure. That nigga, we used to be walking down King Drive. Them niggas on 600. Niggas used to be hooping like a motherfucker. Them niggas used to be dunking. You hear me? Him, Manny Tall, them niggas used to be dunking. Them niggas used to be raw as hell in the basketball. Oh God, like overcold. For sure.
Sounds like some good times.
Yeah, for sure.
Got a lot of memories.
Hell yeah. That's all this shit leave you with is a lot of memories. You feel shit? That's all I'm left with for real is memories. And then shit, you know, just trying to stay focused with the music and shit. I just dropped Chosen Volume 2. That bitch going crazy, you feel what I'm saying? Shooting videos for that. I'm finna drop Grinding Mixtape 2 soon and shit like that. Like probably like early next year, some shit like that. That shit on the way though. I still like, you know, still like just moving around and shit like that.
The King Von mural. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Man, what'd you think when you first seen that?
That shit was raw. That's the rawest shit that ever happened for real. Like for the block, like presentation wise, that's the rawest shit ever. I ain't never seen no shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in Chicago, you know, you come out here to LA and see shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? See murals and shit like that. Chicago, we ain't really got no murals and shit like that. If we do, it's just anything on that bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not no rappers and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, folks probably the first rapper ever to get a mural in Chicago that I seen. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's big.
Recently, Soulja Boy was just up there taking pictures in front of it.
Yeah, I seen that shit. So,
yeah,
that's crazy. And it's crazy because, like, Soulja was one of the first big artists to fuck with somebody from the O. You know, he was fucking with Sosa. So he the first person who, you know, fuck with somebody. So I fuck with Soulja just off you being the first big artist to fuck with one of our guys. You feel what I'm saying? I'll back. I fuck with folks just off doing that. You know, I don't know him, you know, but, you know, back then, him fucking with Sosa was huge. You feel what I'm saying? Because we grew up listening to him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we grew up listening to Soulja and shit like that. So that was huge.
What do you think about people coming through thinking it's like a tourist place?
Shit. It is. That shit legendary, you know? Like folks said, that shit like a resort. You know what I'm saying? That shit something to see on photo. Like, that shit is legendary. So it's just like, you gotta see shit like that. Like, I see people be mad. Like, why they wanna? Don't be mad because motherfucker ain't trying to go where your goofy ass grew up at. You feel what I'm saying? This shit legendary, and ain't no telling how long this shit gonna be right here. So it's just like, you know, if this shit part of Chicago history. So if you was smart, you would want to go see this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's just like, you know, the police be hating, the city be, you know, like, ain't no telling how long that shit gonna be, you know, because they say a motherfucker supposed to try to ball it, all type of shit, you know, so it's like, yeah, I feel like it is a tourist spot, you feel what I'm saying?
You've heard that they're trying to take it down?
Nah.
Demolish it?
Huh?
They're trying to demolish the project?
For real?
No, that's what I was asking.
Nah, I don't know, I heard I seen some shit on the internet, like, saying they was trying to buy it or some shit, or motherfucker bought it or something, you know, I don't know.
I think
I don't
somebody
think it was
bought
up for sale or some shit. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like when somebody buy it or, you know, you don't know what the fuck they gonna do. You know, it's their shit now, you know. So I don't know.
Did you see when those fans cried? When they came through?
Yeah, them shorties from Africa. Yeah, I wasn't even out there. I wasn't out there. They was whopping them and shit like that. I seen them crying and shit.
What did you think when you seen that?
They crazy. But like on LA, like even before that shit from Africa, like for shorty them on LA, bro, like when I was living in Parkway, a nigga, his name Foreign, this nigga came from the Dominican Republic or some shit, came all the way to O Block. This like in 2016, you hear me? Came all the way to O Block to meet me. Damn. I forgot how he got there. I don't know if he got on a plane, a boat. I don't know how. This nigga hitting me up on the this nigga was hitting me up like on Instagram. Like, we'll come to 6514 in a basement. You feel what I'm saying? And one of the tall buildings in the basement. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, I'm thinking it's some setup shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think I went right then. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, I think I had wound up seeing him later and shit. Some of the guys called me like, hey, bro, it's some niggas from overseas, like, out here looking for you and shit. Like, you know, like, it's this dude from overseas. He been looking for you and shit, trying to find you and shit. So he finally meet me and shit. And this nigga came, like, he left his mama, left his people overseas, and he had came, like, to get up with me. Like, he wanted to meet me, and I think he wanted to meet, like, somebody else. I think me and JB or some shit, you feel what I'm saying? So I wound up taking folks in, like, cause he was sleeping in one of the basements. He came up there, ain't had shit, you feel what I'm saying? So it was just like, we grew a bond and shit like that. I was just trying to, like, he wanted to rap, but he had like real broken English, like, you feel me? His English wasn't like as good as, you know, so, you feel me? I couldn't, like, damn, you came all the way out here for me and you think I just gotta keep you down here in the basement, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you came all the way from, you probably rich as hell in your country or wherever the fuck you from, you feel what I'm saying? So, I had asked I damn near begged my mama, like, you know, like, I need you to let him stay with us. So he stayed with me, like, for like 2 months type shit, you feel what I'm saying? On God, like, you know.
And this was just a fan.
A regular motherfucker from another country that came up there and was damn near stuck. Like, nigga, you came all the way out here. And it's just like, you came out here for me. So it's just like, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, he had a different type of hustle about him too. Cause it's just like, he wasn't just like leeching around. He'd take a motherfucking nickel bag of weed, go up north in Chicago and sell it for like $20. You feel what I'm saying? Crazy shit. I don't know how he doing this shit, but he learned like a hustle mentality just by being around and getting finesse. Cause niggas finessing him when he was around me. So I'm breaking it down to him. You don't do this. You don't do that. If a motherfucker say, let me see this and I'm bring it back. No, don't do it. Like, I gotta damn near school him. And then he turned into a more hustler than me. He was doing all type of shit, you feel me? I ain't really no hustler. I was just rapping for real, you feel what I'm saying? And yeah, he was staying with me and shit, and he wound up going to school. He just basically stayed out here, then he moved to Arizona. And he moved to Arizona, he had like a baby mama. He wound up, I think he started going to college, but the nigga never went back home. And then I just found out, like probably like 2 years ago, somebody laced him, and they came in a crib, and he was like dead with like foam coming from his mouth and shit like that. And that shit like...
What do you mean by they laced him?
I guess he smoked a blunt type shit, you feel what I'm saying? Or something like that.
Like an overdose?
Yeah, some shit like that. That shit fucked me up because it's just like, you know, like he was going down there. They say Durk, he was at one of Durk's shows. He had one of my shirts on. A Ocho shirt or an OBMG shirt, you feel what I'm saying? Either one, I got both logos made. He had one of the shirts on in Arizona and seen Durk and like look at my shirt type shit, you feel what I'm saying? And Durk brought him on stage on phone. So that was like, he was calling me, thank you. Like, yo, that shit regular, you feel what I'm saying? Folks, one of the guys for real, so. Yeah, that shit crazy.
And you guys became friends.
Hell yeah, bro. I think I cried when folks died, low key. That shit was crazy. I think I cried for real. Cause it's like, he was so genuine, he had a real good heart, you know, so. That shit was fucked up on LA, like. That was my boy. I brought that nigga in my crib, like, you feel what I'm saying? When I eat, you eat type shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like, my OG can vouch. I can call my mama right now. She gonna know his name, how long he was living with us. She about to know shit more, you know, more vividly than I do, remember?
That's crazy. That's a wild story, man.
Yeah, for sure.
About a fan and you guys became friends.
And like, I ain't put that shit on camera, none of that shit, like, you feel me? So it's like, when he came, I'm not, oh, he came all the way from this. Nah, it was just like, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm telling my OG, like, yo, this man really just came all the way out here for, you know? Nigga in the bottom of the basement. Like, so Parkway got basements, but this nigga broke into an extra cage. like that ain't none of us never even went in. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, how the fuck this nigga get in here, bro? I'm like, this nigga crazy.
You mentioned Lil Durk.
Yeah.
How'd you meet him?
I don't know Durk like that for real. Shit, I don't know folks like that. I know he one of the guys and shit. I fuck with him. You feel what I'm saying? Like he used to DM, like we used to DM each other and shit like that. He was fucking with my music at one point in time and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? I had just talked to him recently though. What I say to him? I'm like, what I say? I'm like, I know you don't fuck with. What I say? I said I know you don't fuck with me like that, but keep making history or some shit like that. I said to him and shit like that, and he said some shit like, he said, nah, I don't fuck with you, cause how you gonna sit up there and let a motherfucker tell you I don't fuck with you when you listen to him type shit. You feel what I'm saying? But nah, we used to talk like on the internet shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? When LA died, I was trying to make sure he had the brothers verse. I mean, you know, the brothers, cause I had the open verse. You feel what I'm saying? Cause he was supposed to hop on it and shit like that. But yeah, I only been around Durk probably like in person, probably like one time for real, like once or twice or some shit like that.
What'd you think when French Montana came out and said that he gave hip hop Lil Durk?
I'm gone. That nigga said anything. I'm like, come on, French, man, you bogus as hell. Why you say up there like folks been doing his shit? Like when you met him, that's why you was fucking with him, cause folks was making noise. Like I don't know, he can feed the world that shit. You can't feed no nigga from Chicago that was really watching this shit. And I'm really from one of them blocks. I seen this shit. Durk was going crazy. That was one of the, I ain't gonna lie, that Durk was one of the best Durk versions to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, folks got different versions. They be putting up like folks with the long dreads and then the haircut Durk, and then folks now, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's haircut Durk. You feel me? Folks was going crazy. Like, this ain't what you want. What else, folks? Beyonce, folks, what, man, what? Motherfucking 52 bars. That's what folks do, 52 bars and shit like that. Like, bro, man, get the fuck up out of here, man. French, you wild as hell, man. You ain't right.
Yeah, Durk responded, I think yesterday, and said that a dude said he made me. That's the biggest cap. That was his response to it.
That's a fact. How you gonna make a motherfucker? Can't nobody make nobody. I feel like you can enhance somebody, you can help somebody, you can throw a motherfucker alley-oop. You feel what I'm saying? You can assist. That's an assist. You can assist somebody, but making somebody, only motherfucker can make you is God. You are who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Before you get to where you are who you are. Can't nobody make nobody to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because that person who was always who they was, it just probably needed some help at a certain point in time. You feel what I'm saying? You can give a motherfucker assist. You feel what I'm saying? Michael Jordan ain't make Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen ain't make Mike. You feel me? They their own people. You feel what I'm saying? But they helped each other win championships. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a team game. You can't make nobody. I don't think you could.
I hear you.
Fuck, this ain't 2K. Like, you gonna create a player? You think you can make somebody? You think one of your homies made you?
Me? Nah.
Yeah. Do you think you can make somebody?
Nah.
Like,
I can heavily influence somebody though.
Yeah, for sure. You can influence. You feel me? Influence. That's like, yeah, you can definitely influence somebody, and you can assist somebody.
Give them a lot of game.
Exactly. That's being assisted. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what Vaughn do for me. Vaughn gave me a lot of game. Savage too. Like, I fuck with Savage hard. Like, that's like, I talk to folks every day. 21. Like, yeah, that's like my big brother for real. Like, and it's just like, he don't even know, like, the same shit, like he do the same shit that Vaughn like really used to do for me type shit. You feel me? Like, I can ask him anything and he gonna let me know, you know, what's right, what's wrong and shit like that. Folks a real nigga, like, for real. I fuck with him hard, like, heavy.
How'd you guys link up, you know, 21?
Clubhouse. On God, you know, Clubhouse and shit like that. And it's just like, I was just on that bitch chilling, you know, and we just got talking about all type of shit and shit like that. And then, shit, got to talk with folks every day and shit. Here we are now. That shit was like that a year ago. You feel what I'm saying? I've been fucking with folks. Nah, shit. But hell yeah, on Clubhouse.
That's crazy that it would happen like that, man. That's a trip.
Shit.
That's dope,
everything happened
man.
for a reason,
Good
though.
shit.
You feel what I'm saying?
You guys got any music coming out?
Nah, we ain't record shit right now. But I was just like with him and shit. What we was at? I was just with folks on his birthday. I just be going with folks, like, you know, shows and shit like that. Like, I was just with folks on tour
and shit like that for a couple dates and shit like that. Yeah, that's my boy. But nah, we ain't record shit yet. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what the future holds. You feel me? But that's my brother.
Akademiks just created his podcast. Have you checked it out?
Yeah, Savage was on there. I watched Savage
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen so far.
When he first announced that he was making it, he got mad at Chief Keef because I guess he asked Chief Keef to be on it.
Yeah.
What'd you think when you seen that?
How you gonna get mad at a motherfucker for not wanting to come on your shit? Social don't do interviews with nobody, so you shouldn't took it as no certain type of way. You feel what I'm saying? And then I think then Axe say some shit like he made Social too, or some shit like that. I think.
Man, I don't remember.
I
don't know if he said he made him, but he said that he put in a lot of work. He promoted him a lot, kind of hyped up Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I believe he gave Reese the nickname the Grim Reaper, I believe.
Yeah, he about did. He was giving all us nicknames. I used to be in the same videos. That nigga had nicknames for everybody. So he was doing his little thing, like, you know, bringing light to it, but it was already was what it was, so it wasn't like you was hyping up. He was giving niggas names and, you know, over like animating it, you feel what I'm saying? But everything he was talking about was really going on, but he was just like animating it, so it's just like funny, but it's really going on, and it's just making motherfuckers like, he was the first person who broke it, so it's just like they going to him to see what's going on, cause we just living it. We ain't, you know, we tweeting, we doing this, making songs, but it's like we not doing what he was doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't be mad at Social because folks don't do interviews with nobody. I don't think I've seen a Social interview in years, so it's like, what make you think folks just gonna, you know? Like, y'all probably don't fuck with each other like that. You feel what I'm saying? For him to just want to do an interview. You feel what I'm saying? It might come though, shit, but you can't be tripping like, you know, you gotta, I don't know. Shit just gotta be genuine. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
I think he said they got on the phone and kind of worked things out. You know, I think he said he was kind of tripping and, you know, but they got on the phone and they kind of talked about it, but Keith still wasn't going to do a show because he was like, yeah, I just don't do interviews. I don't do it with anybody.
Hey, folks ain't, even his first interview, like, folks, that ain't just never been folks, for real, you know?
I've seen a few of his interviews and he just doesn't talk. He didn't really answer
That's hard, though.
questions.
That's wrong, though, because
you know?
it leave a mystique about him. Like, you feel me? Like, a lot of people be wanting to know more. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's just part of his personality. Like, you know, like, if you don't know folks for real, it's just like, you can't, you know? You can't pick his brain. Like, you know, he gonna let you know what he wants you to know. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like he probably just don't want to talk to him. You know how interviews is. Motherfucker ask well anything, you know? People just be seeing how far they can get, you feel what I'm saying? And he probably just don't, I don't know, shit.
I agree. Interviews can be rough. I definitely...
Yeah, and like, you know, like, that just make him raw because it's just like, you know, like, I heard, like, I think my manager was telling me some shit like that, like certain artists and shit like that have a mystique about them if you don't, like, you know, if you don't have no interviews. So it's just like, all they got is your music, so they never know how you think. They don't know personally about you and how you are and shit like that, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I think interviews and it's all just a tool, you know. And when you're Chief Keef, I don't know if you need that tool. You know what I'm saying? When you're
hell no.
When you're coming up, you know what I'm saying, and you're still making your way.
Yeah.
You know, and you're still getting your buzz and everything.
Yeah.
You might need that tool.
For sure.
You know, and plus it's a good tool to have too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, some artists, they come up, they don't come down. Yeah. Some artists come up, they come down, and then they need them interviews.
Yeah.
You know, they need that extra attention to keep everything going. So I mean, you know, it's a you know, it can go either way with it.
For sure.
At least in my opinion, anyway.
Nah, that's facts.
You know, were you there when 6ix9ine pulled up?
Nah, hell
no.
Okay. 6ix9ine, hell nah. When he made that video and shit, nah, I wasn't there when he pulled up. He pulled up like, what, fucking 2 in the morning or some shit. You talking about when he made that video and shit, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 4 or 5
4
in the morning.
Yeah, some crazy shit. Yeah, he pulled up. Nah, I had wound up releasing the footage of that shit. I had wound up getting that shit from one of the security homies and shit like that.
Oh, the footage of him?
Yeah.
Oh, you were the one that got it?
Yeah, I had put that shit up. And that shit just went everywhere. Shit, I ain't know I was gonna do all that. That shit was stupid. I just put it up trying to, like, come at him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, your lame ass acting like you was out here at motherfucking 10 o'clock. Your lame ass was out here. You feel what I'm saying? And I put it up, and they just took that shit and ran with that shit for real.
When did you start rapping?
I started rapping when I was 16. I made my first song when I was 16. You feel what I'm saying? But I was fucking around with music before then. Like it was this T-Pain app that had came out. Like when I was in 8th grade, 7th grade, it was like an auto-tune app. So it's just like, you know, you can go on that bitch and just tweak on that bitch. So I was tweaking on that bitch for my homie, shit like that. And like all the little girls in school had liked my first and shit like that. They ain't really fuck with folks who are supposed to just say anything on that bitch. So it's just like, you know, I used to just fuck around and just, you know. But I made my real actual first song when I was 16.
What inspired you to rap? Was it everybody that was rapping around you?
It was me seeing Sosa do it. And then it's just like, after he popped, you feel what I'm saying? You would have thought the whole block would have popped afterwards. But it was just like, it was 300. You feel what I'm saying? Because Sosa was rapping old block 300. So it was just like everybody flocked towards the 300 side. And it was just like, damn, like, I probably can do this shit. You feel me? But I ain't jump right in. I was just watching that shit, chilling, watching that shit. Then I started seeing LA and folks and them do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro, this shit low key, you know? I feel like it ain't too many motherfuckers from my end trying to do it. You feel me? Dre was like, he was doing it. You feel what I'm saying? But he was like the only motherfucker really like, you know? This probably before a lot of motherfuckers even started rapping for real, you know? So I'm like, fuck it, let me, you know? I was telling folks about the song and shit. I let him hear. He like, yeah. So that was that.
Was Vaughn rapping at this time?
Man, hell no. I used to be trying to get Vaughn to rap. That nigga get mad at me. Folks used to be getting mad. Like, man, I don't know motherfucking rap. Like, he used to get mad, like, for sure. Like, a motherfucker say some rap shit. And it's so crazy. Like, when Vaughn first got out of jail and shit, the last time he got out of jail from the body and shit, I'm like, I hit him up. Like, fo, you gotta stay out of the way, fo. Have you some kids, wood. I'm finna try to get us rich with this music. I said I'm finna get us rich with this music shit, you know, take us out of town and shit like that. He like, all right, bet, woo. I look up, this nigga started rapping and get rich before me. I'm like, damn. You did this shit. I'm happy for you, shit. Like, you feel me? And then you did it a way that can't nobody do it. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You showed me the ropes. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't know about, you know? So it's like, yeah, that's hard for sure.
Is it L.A. Capone was on his way too?
Oh, hell yeah. L.A., like, T.I. had just hit him up, I think the same week he got killed and shit like that. He made World Star Freshman of the Week. Like, he was doing, like, you know, like, damn. And it's just like, I was around all that shit. Like, what the fuck? That shit crazy.
Was he signed to Durk? Or he was gonna sign to Durk?
I don't know. He used to be wearing an OTF motherfucking, what the fuck? I think he had an OTF Coke Boy shirt on. He fucking around was gonna sign to Durk. You feel me? He probably was gonna do what Rondo was doing. But I don't know, because he could have did it. Because Rondo was damn near signed Durk before, you know, L.A. was. You feel what I'm saying? And then, like, I think L.A. was keeping his options open. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was finna link with T.I. that same week he died and shit like that, you know? So I think he was keeping his options open and shit like that.
So you've seen all this, and this is super motivating for you.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And then I just couldn't see myself, like, just working no job for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hell no, that shit was lame as hell. Then I used to be playing football, but that shit ain't, you know, like, you know, fucking with the streets. Like, soon the streets got involved, shit, that football shit was dead. I couldn't even go to school for real. I couldn't even go to the same school. I had to go to a whole nother school and shit like that.
So when you were growing up, you had to change schools?
Hell yeah, 'cause the streets got too real. Shit, it was getting too crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, like around the time Jojo dropped that BDK song, man, that shit was crazy, boy. It was like if your ass wasn't, like we was going to school on the low end, far as hell. I'm going to school like 30 blocks away from O Block, so it's just like, and everybody was just BDK, so crazy, like. It was crazy. If they wasn't BD, that was BDK for some reason. That was weird as hell. Niggas was just, I don't know, they was just dick riding that shit so hard.
In parts of LA, you'll have like a Crip school and a Blood school.
Yeah, schools was mixed. So it was just like you might have this in the school, but it wasn't really like overpowering. But yeah, I could say our school, it was more other shit than BDs. It wasn't a lot of BDs in the school for real. You feel what I'm saying? It was a few solid niggas in that bitch, but it wasn't too many of us. You feel what I'm saying? It was to the point at one point, it's just like, all right, it's too many of their ass in this bitch, like, and it's just like, you know, it's to the point I don't even want to go to school because it's just like, damn, like, it's like, you know, like, it's bigger than school now, cause it's just like fuck being learned. It's just like you gotta go back home. You feel what I'm saying? So by the time I'm at the alternative school, I gotta take a gun with me to school just to get on the bus. Like, you feel me? Stash that bitch outside, you know, hurry up and get to that bitch as soon as I get out type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit was rough, bro. Like,
What was it like when Jojo dropped that song, the BDK song?
shit, it was like, it wasn't, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't nobody see that shit coming for real. You know, he got all the clout he wanted from that shit, cause it's just like everybody knew him. After that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, everybody was talking about that shit. That shit was like the talk of Chicago for real. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's just like, it started a whole new wave. Like, it was like, cause we was hot. We was smoking. Everybody, you know, everybody dick riding us. So it's just like, when he dropped that, it damn near like gave them like a momentum boost. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, now it's just like, you feel me? Like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like we like the superheroes of, like, you know, like how every story got two sides, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, say the Lakers just busting, woo, everybody Lake, woo. Then the Celtics come, you feel me? And the Celtics, like, you know, they making noise now, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, people pick sides, and it's just like, oh shit, like, you know, a lot of people was, you know, like rocking with that shit. It's just like, damn, like, it was crazy around that shit. You got hoes, BDK crazy, everybody was just cracking trades. It was something new. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't like that shit. It was crazy. Hoes started gangbanging too hard. You just look at the air with motherfuckers just cracking trades. That shit was crazy though.
And you're going to school during all this.
Hell yeah, that shit was wild. I remember I was who I was with? I think I was with Mac. I was with somebody. I think I was walking down 61st and shit. And Jojo with like a couple Brick Squad niggas, they rolled up on me and shit. They rolled up and they like, BDK, I pulled up and shit. I was like, what the fuck? But they ain't do shit. But they just rolled past, get that BDK. Oh God. I was like, oh shit. I don't even know if we had pipe on us at the time and shit. Nah, probably not. I don't know if the police right there. Probably ain't had a pipe, because we would probably blew folks in them down. But yeah.
Was that your only interaction with him?
Yeah, that was my only time ever seeing him. Ever. Him riding past, yelling out BDK out of the car.
Was this right when the song was hot?
Yeah, cause I don't know how long he lived after that song. Like, how? Wait, do you know like what?
I don't, but I don't think it was too much longer.
Right, so it had to be around that time frame. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I don't know exactly when he died and shit like that, but I know it was like popular saying that shit around the time he pulled up saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know, we out here lacking. I don't know who I was with. I was with one of the guys though. One of the guys for 600.
Did it make you guys want to come back stronger? Make some.
Man, it was just like they needed that, because we had the whole city. We had hits, so it's just like, that's just some city shit. You feel me? We had songs that's radio. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't no, you know, that's just something that just, you feel what I'm saying? What we gonna make a GDK song? You feel what I'm saying? Even though one of the little guys had made a GDK song, but it's just like, all you doing is remixing his shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, we had hits, bro. Hits. Like, when it comes to music shit, we talking music off sides, they wouldn't stand a chance, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We like motherfucking the dream team on the music side. I'm just talking about all the artists and just all the hits. Like, we got crazy, and I ain't being biased. Like, that shit facts.
Well, Sosa and Durk were hot at the time.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, this was like when he was really just blowing up. You know,
yeah. He was like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he was came fresh in the league, and he was
tearing it up. Jordan. So.
And so you continue rapping, and you drop projects, videos.
Yeah, I was doing whatever. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, was I rapping around that time? I don't think I was rapping. I started rapping in 2013. I forgot what time. I probably was rapping around this time, but it's just like, feel me? I was fresh. I had a buzz early too. My first song, the whole city was playing my shit. Motherfuckers riding past the old playing ground and shit. Like, I remember motherfuckers, oh shit, we finna ride past the old. They slamming my shit and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, I watched Sosa do it. You know, I watched Von do it. You feel me? It's my time. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, it was Sosa. Vaughn, nah, it's Ocho. Like, I feel that and I know that, you feel me? And like, in a minute, it's gonna be shown, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, like for sure, I feel like I watch that shit like Sosa, folks Mike, folks Jordan, you feel me? Like, you feel me? And I feel like Vaughn, folks LeBron, you feel what I'm saying? And you see what jersey you got on. Ocho Brad, fuck you mean? Ocho Brad, fuck you mean? I'm gonna come here right next, so hold on, you gonna see though.
Have you dissed your dead ops in your music?
Probably back in the day, and shit like that, cause it was just like, it was to the point, it was times like, I'm mad they saying my homies in them names, you feel what I'm saying? So it was like, man, well, you know, but it was like, now I look back at it, it's just like, that shit wasn't even worth it, you know? Like, what the fuck I was, you know? It was just like, cause words don't do shit, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas gonna say what they gonna say, you feel what I'm saying? But I was young, I was like 16, 15, 17, shit like that, so it's just like, whoa, motherfuckers saying shit about my homies, you know? And that's how all this shit is, you feel me? They do the same shit. We do the same. Like, that's how it be. That's how shit start. Like, niggas start saying shit about, it's just like, it's tit for tat. Fuck you. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck your mom. Nigga, fuck your mom. You feel me? It's just tit for tat shit, you feel me? Till you get to a level like, man, I don't gotta say none of that shit, cause it got to a level where niggas was using that shit as clout. Oh, we don't need clout. We made clout. We made the word clout. Like, we invented all that. Like, I don't need that. You feel what I'm saying? Then the type of nigga I am, that's why I really changed my name, because it was just like, they was labeling me as a drill artist just off my name or where I'm from. And I never wanted to be labeled a drill artist, because a lot of drill artists, all they do is this and talk about killing motherfuckers. And like, I'm an artist. Like, I could do every lane. I can make songs for the hoes. I can make songs for your grandma, your granddaddy, your pastor, your motherfucking baby mama, your brother, anybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, cause real good music always, you can't deny good music, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I name everybody, cause you can play that shit for anybody, and if it's good music, they gonna know, like, I like this. You can't deny good music, no matter who it's from. Motherfucker can be from motherfucking Delaware, motherfucker can be from motherfucking Rhode Island, whatever. You feel me? If there's some good music, that shit good, right or wrong.
Good music's good music.
Exactly.
Can't deny that.
So I ain't never want to be labeled in one box. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, hell nah, fuck that.
Was there anything particular that made you like, yo, man, I don't really like dissing dead people? Was there?
No, it was just like, it's just time. It's the time you get older and you start seeing shit for what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I was young, so I was just moving off emotion, and when you get older, you get wise. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like. And I told you, it's like niggas start using it as like trying to get known. Nah, that's gonna get your ass clapped. You feel me? I seen motherfuckers name 1 million dead motherfuckers and all that. Like, you know, like, nah, like that shit. You know, I was young at the time though. It's just like, now it's just like, you couldn't pay me to name drop some, you know.
Do you feel like it holds you back? Like, you don't get the attention that other artists might get? That they do it?
From me not saying probably, you know, at a certain extent, but it's just like it ain't holding me back from the right crowd, I should say, because the people who thirsty to hear motherfuckers dissing, they ain't on shit like them the fans that's just gonna hear you say some shit and go tell the other motherfucker they like on some, you know, on shit like that. But it's just like real core fans, they gonna want to hear the good music no matter if you saying somebody's name or if they not. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, and it just make me go harder. So it's just like, all right, you can diss 1 million motherfuckers and you think you lit, you feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, when it's time to get them labels and it's time to, you feel me, make a real song, shit, you like, shit. All I know how to do is make songs about other motherfuckers, say, you know? So it's just like, it's way bigger than this music. Drill, like, that shit low-key, I feel like that shit dying out. You feel what I'm saying? If it ain't already dead, that shit ain't the same no more, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit, like, coming to an end for real. Like, you feel me? See, like, feds in the door, all type of shit. So it's just like, motherfuckers gotta really watch what they do and what they say, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's different now. It ain't like how it used to be, you feel what I'm saying? Where it was just like, motherfuckers can say whatever. It's just like, not everything is being watched. You don't know what the fuck. You might say some shit in 2013 and get grabbed tomorrow for some shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, you gotta really be careful now. It ain't the same. It ain't the same days no more, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I agree. It's a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people have died.
Yeah.
You know.
Hell yeah.
You know, with the recent indictments, it gets harder and harder to hold up. You know what I'm saying? The more and more talent, it gets lost.
Hell
you know?
There's so much talent get lost in the bullshit. You feel me? So it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like you gotta see that shit. I seen that shit. Like yo, it's so much. Like yo, what the fuck? LA, what? Like what? Come on, bro.
Chicago would be wild. Like if nobody got killed. Like if the rappers that were doing shit didn't die, I mean, it would be crazy. Like Chicago would be like dominating hip hop, man.
Hell yeah, it was to the point where I was trying to like get all the guys from the block, cause that's what Vaughn was finna do. Vaughn was finna make it like everybody from the O, like come as one. Like you feel me? Like I found out after he died, he was finna sign me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I was trying to like, you feel me? Like make like I brought it to the guys' attention. Like yo, we should all do this shit together. You know, we could be bigger than Wu-Tang. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody talking about this shit. Everybody got their own sound, their own flow. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking to everybody y'all can think of from the block about this shit. I'm putting it in their face like, we should do this. You feel what I'm saying? We should do it. But it's just like, certain people got egos, certain people feel like just because they got a little bit more followers, they, you know, like everybody be on some self. Like a lot of people be like, just like, you know, so it's cool. But it's just like, I try because I see the bigger picture. I know for a fact if everybody came together with all these different sounds, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like we could have got a deal, one of the biggest deals in hip hop history. We could have been the first whole block of rappers to, you know, like it's so much talent, but it's just like.
Was Chief Keef involved in this?
Nah, hell no, that's some recent shit. I tried to do this shit probably like after Vaughn died, you feel what I'm saying? I'm like, man, look, let's try to bring this shit together, but, you know, I guess that shit was going through one out the other or some shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? But it ain't shit, you know. I got some motherfuckers who I'm, you know, who fucking with me from the block, and shit like that, you know. Katie, he coming up, he hard, you feel what I'm saying? Ron Taylor, he hard, you feel what I'm saying? These niggas really from the block, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of niggas y'all need to watch out for. Shoebox.
Yeah, I interviewed him.
Yeah, he hard.
He's dope, yeah.
Who else on the block coming up? Shit, it's a lot of motherfuckers from the block. Shit, I can't even think. Q going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many of us, you feel what I'm saying? Like, but it's just like everybody, I don't know, man, you know? But all I can do is just still support and just, you know, hope niggas find it out, you feel me? RJ Louis V too. That's Vaughn, little brother, folks hard. But, you know, I just hope motherfuckers, you know, figure it out, you feel what I'm saying? I'm here, you know, nigga need me, you know, I'm gonna get the game and shit like that, you feel me? I know who fuck with me for real, you feel what I'm saying? I'm here, you feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, I tried to, you know, put that together, you feel what I'm saying? So, you know, but it is what it is, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You know, you can't, you know, like you can't make a motherfucker do, you know, can't make a motherfucker drink the water, you feel what I'm saying? You can show them, but, you know, but it's just like, everybody be thinking about themselves. You feel what I'm saying?
It can be rough when you have a lot of people.
But it's cool though, cause it's just like it's enough money for everybody. So I don't ever want like that's what people need to understand. Like it's enough money for everybody in this world. Like and the industry ain't running on no money. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You feel me? I just gotta focus on me and focus on my team. You feel what I'm saying? For sure.
That's it. That's all you can do, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just more people will come. You know how it is. You know, the bigger you get,
look.
the more successful you get.
Man, look.
You know?
The fuck out of her, man. I don't, you know, it ain't even respected if it's then. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you knew me, you feel me? If you knew what was going on and you just trying to come fuck with them, stiff arms. Stiff arms. Stay your ass where you at. You feel what I'm saying? Derrick Henry, get your ass stiff arm. I don't even want you around. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to keep folks them around me who been around me. And we're going to keep doing this shit the way we've been doing it, you feel what I'm saying? I see through all that fake shit, for sure.
Well, man,
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Nah, for sure. It's been a pleasure, you know that.
This has been a dope interview.
For sure.
Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate sharing your story and your stories.
Yeah.
You know, man, it was dope, man.
Yeah,
you know?
appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, definitely, bro.
For sure that.